Chapter 3 Belongs to Me. Several days of rainy weather kept Sir Pokie in the house. On the first nice day, we drove to the dog park. I hoped playing with other dogs would wear him out. He had gone on several destructive rampages all over the house. He did not like being bored. When he saw the park, he unleashed his excitement. He repeatedly jumped back and forth from the front to the back seat. I tried to grasp his collar to click the leash onto it. He finally stopped long enough for me to get a good hold of the ring. A fence surrounded the park. The dogs freely roamed within the contained area as long as they minded their manners. If they started to cause trouble, they lost their freedom. A dog came to the gate to welcome us. She had beautiful gray fur. While I closed the gate, Sir Pokie and his new friend greeted each other with the dog-sniffing friendship ritual. They ran to the other side of the park, where 3 other dogs chased after a ball. Soon after we arrived, the masters of his new friends prepared to leave. This left us with Angus, a terrier, and his gentleman. Angus was half Sir Pokie's size and 7 years old. I sat on a bench, enjoying the warm sunshine while Sir Pokie sniffed a tree. Angus joined me. He allowed me to pet him and stayed by my feet. When Sir Pokie sought my attention, Angus whipped his head and snapped at Sir Pokie. I saw Angus bare his teeth and push my dog away from me. I stood to end the apparent fight as neither dog wagged their tail. A gorgeous German shepherd named Gunner arrived with his master, an older woman. While she carried 2 pails of water into the park, the 3 dogs greeted each other. Right away, Angus sought to bully Gunner, who was 3 times his size. The shepherd was a year old and bred for show. He was easily put off by the much smaller, growling terrier. Gunner's size upset Sir Pokie. My dog was not interested in playing with the larger dog. He also grew tired of Angus's bullying that his own master attempted to address by putting him in a time out. While Angus hung from his master's arms, Sir Pokie walked beneath him. When my pup sniffed Angus's paws, he squirmed and deepened his growl. Angus's master scolded him and demanded he behave while setting him on the ground. Angus made it clear that he had taken a shine to me. He rubbed against my leg, passing between me and my dog. He remained close to my side and kept an eye on Sir Pokie. Angus paused his bullying and sought a pet from me. I was not so sure that he was worthy of it. After several minutes of this, Angus took off after Gunner to show him who was boss. Sir Pokie stepped directly in front of and next to me. Suddenly, and to my mortified surprise, he lifted his leg and whizzed on my pant leg. "You have been marked," said Gunner's master. Sir Pokie had enough. He made his point by declaring with doggy flair that I belonged to him. Chapter 7 Farewell to Ducky. The bitter cold kept Sir Pokie in the house. His trips outside were brief. It was so cold! I gave up playing in the snow. Sir Pokie occupied himself with his stuffed toys. Since I first purchased Ducky, Sir Pokie tore into it. I witnessed his normal style that he would apply to a real bird. After using much energy, he ripped the stitching holding Ducky's seams together. I rescued Ducky by distracting Sir Pokie with a bone. I removed Ducky from Sir Pokie's proud jaw and gathered my sewing kit. Sir Pokie was high off his success and wanted to finish destroying his toy. While fending off my puppy, I threaded the needle and stitched the toy bird's seams back together. I stared into Ducky's eyes and hoped he would survive a while longer. Instead, I heard its squeaker. It was what Sir Pokie has been after in every toy. He made short work of my sewing. Pieces of Ducky and his insides laid all over the hallway. After I picked up Ducky's pieces, Sir Pokie chewed an old boot, raided Mother's tissue stash, and brought the box to my room. Dealing with a bored puppy that had too much energy to spare made me wish for the much warmer days of spring.